Alright, thanks for tuning into Leading Forecast, and wanted to do one of these before we got into Christmas here, because who knows how much time I'm going to have if I don't. A couple systems right now showing up on satellite. We have one coming across kind of the Midwest and the Great Lakes area, and another one sitting down here across the southern plains, bringing some snow out across southern New Mexico as well as some places across Texas here. And we're going over to the current watches and warnings, and we do have winter storm warnings in effect down across southern New Mexico. In fact, we can go on over to Doppler radar, and there's that snow sitting down here across western Texas over towards El Paso, and we'll be back down across the southern portions of New Mexico. And then we also have some snow up here across the Great Lakes up towards Michigan, even up towards northern Indiana. Probably some lake effect snow going on there south of the Lake Michigan. All right, going back over here to the thing here. As far as snow tonight, not expecting tremendous amounts until you get up into the higher elevations where we could see potentially 6 to 12 inches. But most of the places out here, especially out here that are experiencing snow, it's not going to be accumulating. Going on over to the forecast models, this is tomorrow, low pressure system sitting down here. You can see there's that cold air in place over the low, and snow breaking out here across the southeastern portions of New Mexico, and then we got rain breaking out across Texas. And there you go. That's Texas's Christmas present right there. They need all the rain they can get out there. And then as we get into Sunday afternoon, here's your low pressure system. I'm sorry, that's your 500 millibar low sitting out here. Still some snow up towards Amarillo, rain breaking out across Louisiana and Mississippi on Christmas Day here. Other than that, cold air working their way in. Maybe some snow across the Northeast here on Christmas Day, but nothing too major. Other than that, we really stay pretty warm across the United States. And here's your weather map. This is the 500 millibar charts as we get into tomorrow. Here's your 500 millibar low down here towards El Paso, kind of cut off from the main jet stream, which is sitting up here at this point. So it's going to kind of meander around here. We were looking at if this could get caught up in the jet stream, it would actually bring the potential for a white Christmas out across this area, but it doesn't. It just kind of sits down there till early week. As we get into Christmas, you can see it goes from down here towards Amarillo here, and just kind of meanders down there. Going on over, this is the forecast model we're watching. This is as we get into Monday. This is using the NAM here, the 500 millibar finally gets caught up. That's going to be there. Some rain starting to spread up to the Ohio Valley and Tennessee Valley areas, bringing the rain from Missouri all the way down through the Dixie area. And then here's your 500 millibar low sitting down across Arkansas at that time period, and starting to really get a good trough starting to dig in here. And then this is your Christmas Day forecast here. And of course, my slides are a little off here. Christmas Day, there's going to be some snow showers potentially up across the Great Lakes in the Northeast. Big high built in across the majority of the plains there, so it's going to keep it mild across this area here, and then some rain down across the Gulf Coast area. The storm we're watching, though, will be as we get into the day on Tuesday. Here's your low pressure system sitting across northeastern Indiana, northwestern Ohio. Cold air starting to filter in, and we start to see snow breaking out all the way from Illinois through Indiana, even western Ohio starting to get in on some snow by 8 a.m. on Tuesday. But there's several different models here. This is here's the 500 millibar chart. This is bringing a 500 millibar low into right over Richmond, Indiana on I-70 there. And then as we look at this is the GFS model, which kind of brings in a different solution here. You can see the low comes in farther south, but the cold air stays a little farther north here, and which means all this will be rain. And then if you look at the Digix model, it brings a low pressure system here, and then brings snow basically I-70 northward here. And if you were to look at the Euro tries to bring the low up here or down here and bring it up here, and it's just none of the models agree. Let's go on over. This is the NAO, and you can see we're about right here, and this thing is going to start to drop here. This is which is going to show we may start to get some troughiness off the East Coast, which would probably allow for more East Coast storms and some better snowstorms. But the thing a lot of people don't look at that I'm going to look at here is the AO index, which has to do with your cold air across the Arctic which can allow, if it's positive way up here, like we're looking at it right now, because we're here and we're going to jump up here, it really allows for a lot of the warm air to build in. But as it starts to go negative here, that means that we're going to start, that'll a lot of times will show that there's going to be a lot of cold air surging north. So I can show you, if it's positive, then you have this warm air system that's going to, keep this area out here very warm. But if it goes negative, it allows all this cold air kind of usually to surge in here, and that's when you start to get, kind of a better snowstorm. So it looks like probably as we get into January, we're going to see a totally different pattern than we're seeing now as the NAO and the AO both start to go. And they're not really looking like they're going to go negative, but they'll go less positive, more towards neutral. So anyways, that's all I have for now. Have a Merry Christmas and have a happy holiday and enjoy your time with family and friends. And that's all I have. You can view this on SwiftChaseTeam.com or thedailyforecast.net.